the sun sharply rises in the east. All men's story.
I don't even know your name.
Roland.
Roland, I'm Mike. We're rolling with Roland.
Okay. Oh, Roland Willits. Old man's story. Oh, go ahead.
1, 2, 3.
Go! Roland Willits, Old Men's Stories. And I'm here with Mike. And you didn't tell me your last name, so.
Everybody calls me Knife Mike.
Knife Mike, isn't that cool?
No last names.
Well, you had such an interesting story. Mike is one of
120. We're still selling stuff.
Yeah, we're still. Oh, it's just fun. We're still selling stuff here. Mike is one of the displaced. He had his journey. His journey went from megabucks and custom homes to living in his pickup now.
That's where I live, and I'm the happiest guy in the USA.
Isn't that? Here, you hear that? Hear that? And it's like, I work with a lot of people who are just independent and won't let the bastards get them down.
They tried. They tried. That was 225. Hey, commerce. That's what the world's about.
That's what it's all about.
Forgot how to do is sell things.
That's right.
Things.
That's right. And he's went to making a fair living, and it's like, that's pretty cool when you go from sort of getting kicked out of the commercial area because of world transitions or
Just
someone screwing up. Yeah, people transitions and
struggled around for a while, tried to figure out something to do, and fell into this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, how did you fall into this?
Same as the other one, 225. We're going to sell a knife here, guys. When I got divorced and kind of went out on my own, I didn't have anything. I had a few knives and some jewelry, and talked to a real good friend of mine that did wholesale things, did closeouts, and he took me to a show in Las Vegas, and I had $3,000 in change, and I bought some knives and some jewelry and took it back to Kansas, started selling it in an antique mall, and it's turned into what I have now. And ran into another guy that we ended up partnering up in a knife company, and I design knives, and we make them and travel the country, do motorcycle shows and auto shows.
I saw Branson. I see Branson on your shirt there. You have a show in Branson?
Did a show in Branson last summer. Yep. Rained.
Rained?
Motorcycle rally and it rained.
Ah!
I was set up about where Roland's sitting here to me is where the stage was next to my setup area.
Whoa.
So I spent 3 days listening to rock and roll music about that far away.
That is something special when you get those little spots in the universe.
Branson's a beautiful place. It's just absolutely gorgeous.
Well, I love Branson. I think it's a cool place. It isn't super RV.
No.
However, you can find spots if you go a little off season and drive a little car around.
Great place to.
Thank you, sir.
Kids. Say hi.
Say hi.
Wave at the camera. Wave around. Wave at the camera.
I'm an actor, so I can do that.
Hello, actor. How are you?
What's the actor's name?
John LeBlue.
Turn around, John.
John LeBlue, Taos, New Mexico. Hello.
So what acting do you do, John?
Well,
Come around here and talk to us, so the camera can see you.
well, I'm in the greats too, every once in a while.
There you go.
My daughter's in the film industry also, direction and different things.
So where do you live at, you say?
Taos, New Mexico,
All right, not very far from here.
800 miles.
Well, that's not very far in the west.
No.
It's just a good day's ride.
It's a lot colder.
Take care.
How about you? Where are you from?
Nice
I'm
to meet
from Kansas.
Oh, are you?
Yep.
I'm from Minnesota.
Flatlander, Coldlander.
There we go.
Yeah. Can I see your chick?
That's Fred. Be careful.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, that is. That's Fred.
Oh, he is. That is.
Fred was found in Paradise by a gold miner for me. It was on the top. It was right up in the Sierra Mountains. He saw that. I told him I wanted a magic staff, and he brought that back.
Oh, hey, I'll tell you what. I can give you my card. My name of the company is Sticks and Stones, and I make stones. Oh, I didn't bring them with me. Yeah.
Well, here you go. You send me.
Yeah, I might have one here. Let me see if I have one.
Oh, this.
Are all your interviews like this just kind of impromptu and everything?
Yeah.
Perfect. I love it.
It's just it's about old men's stories. I mean, we're actually having an old men's story while we're talking, and it's about people telling short snippets of their life, and if it's having it colorful. Life's about color.
And about change.
Change, contrast.
Like Willits, California?
Like Willits, California. That's in the family, yes?
Smile at the cameras.
Yes.
Turn around, smile.
Turn around and smile.
Cameras.
Okay, you will be on YouTube.
Now,
Look at those are what you call unconscious.
I'm 73. Am I an old man?
Not yet.
I don't know. You're same age. You're a couple years older than me, so.
Yeah,
You're getting there.
Down here, I don't know what it is, so disconnect that. That's me. That's my name. I'm known as the South Mountain Man.
Thank you,
I
John.
have Sticks and Stones on there, but let's see if my number.
Do you have an email on there?
Yeah. Yeah, this is the old email. I do have an email.
Walk right in front of the camera, man. Come a little closer. Turn around, wave.
Say hi.
That's it. That's it.
What? No, I don't have a pen. But you have my email. Why don't you just send me your email stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Do it this time.
Okay, write it in there. So anyway, Mike, see, it's a tractor, isn't it?
It is.
It is,
It's amazing. You came by yesterday, told me that you were famous, and away we go.
Yeah, that's right. I like the word infamous. It was. I think it's more appropriate.
Just a bunch of guys out having fun. It's just about tomorrow.
That's right. It's all about old men's stories. I picked it up because one of my ancestors is Daniel Boone.
Okay.
And when he got older, instead of running on his name, he'd sit in Arkansas up on a branch. Look at that, right in front. Don't hit the cameras anyway.
Oh, you're a noisy thing.
I am.
Yeah, okay. Governor Blue 99@gmail.com.
Cool. Don, you get on my email list.
That one's one.
All right, I'm on Facebook.
Okay.
You look me up. You look me up on Facebook, and you know I'm all over. I'm a model, and like I say, I'm an actor and everything. You can see pictures.
Well, turn around at the camera if you're an actor.
We'll see you later. Now this was quite a show.
Hey,
I mean, I hadn't seen this many people in one spot.
I was gonna say, it's really quiet the whole weekend, and now they're all right here.
I think, it's like people. If you put them in front of camera and say, "Okay, talk or do a show," they stop. But if they can sneak and get a little shoulder or an elbow or wave their hand in front of it, they're right there. They're right there. So
It's like football games or basketball games when you watch the people behind the announcers. They're all there, all the kids. So.
yep. But that's all about old man stories. It's like you get these stories that you have, and one of the things you forget them. So
It's called half-timers.
yeah. So yeah. Right. So, yeah, that's right. So. Well, it's like the older you get, the better you work.
Right, exactly.
Telling stories, so old men stories, we got this list. We had I've done 52 shows already. 52 radio shows, and we're having one on tomorrow about, well, it'll be 2 o'clock. I have it out of my RV over in the parking lot, and the headquarters in Mississippi, and then my co-host is out of California, and so we'll sit and have an old man's story or anything. And if I get a nice vocal out of the thing, I'll put this on. But this evening I'm talking with someone in Phoenix, and I'll probably record him over Skype. It's like, it's all techy. Oh, do you have your little mobile? I got a.
No, I don't. My phone right now is back behind here running Bluetooth into my stereo speakers, so we got rock and roll playing in the booth.
He has one almost exactly like this, and he has, yes. And then this is the one he took a picture of to show my son Mark. Show them the knives. We faxed it. And then there was some other cool stuff. He has this little gadget that fits right on here that does credit cards.
Yep,
you just scan that sucker, and he does credit cards. He has this little tool here.
Little square box.
And it runs his whole business. You might even have his accounting on there.
I do. All my mileage, my accounting, everything's kept on my phone.
See that?
So,
just as off one of these little things, probably.
Put it this way: the first computer I ever worked on had a punch card bigger than that, with just one statement on it.
I understand.
The computer took up the basement of the whole building at the college.
That's right. That was.
Hey, Bob, grab me one of those knives, those 225 ones, all with the handles. Straight up. Yeah, one of those. Get up. With that one? No, get the next one up, or those other two. I'll kind of show you what we did with his son yesterday.
Yeah.
Yep. He was looking for a knife, something like this. And what we ended up doing, taking pictures of it and sending it to him.
That's right. We just take pictures like this, click,
yeah. And then he told us which one he wanted, so that's the one he bought for him.
That was a cool way of doing a present. I loved it.
This is what I do. I don't actually make these, I design them. And I own part of a company that makes them. They're all hand-folded Damascus. And we try to do it the old-fashioned way. We still use coal. We still beat them with it. We don't use a hammer. We use what's called a trip hammer. It's a hydraulic hammer.
That's right, okay.
And beat the steel out, and then once we cut the blades out, everything's done by eye. All the grinding and everything, all the work here is all just done by feel and eye.
It's just, the knives are just phenomenal.
And we do everything from a very, I kind of specialize in skinning knives. This is kind of unusual for me. But most of the time we do skinning knives and hunting knives, camping knives, stuff people that can use. I don't like, to be honest with you, I really don't like this kind of knife very much because people don't use them, and a knife's a tool.
It's made
to use.
Yep.
So.
Yep. It's a decorative knife.
So I think we ought to get Bob over here. What do you think?
I think we should get Bob over here right next, and this is Roland Willits, Old Men Stories. Talk to you later.
We cut our way through the rest of the day in Old Men Stories as one.